cut to the chase here. The key to ending your binge eating struggles is to stop restricting, stop dieting, to get rid of your food rules, and to start eating intuitively. But maybe you ditched the diet and you thought that food freedom and intuitive eating would be all balance and inner peace. But so far, it's a lot of stress and seemingly trusting a gut that's sending you to the pantry every 5 minutes. Maybe you're physically feeling like crap and mentally you're spinning out of control. And you might seriously be considering going back to a diet again. But before you do that, hear me out. You are not the problem. You just skipped a step on this whole food freedom journey. You thought you had to do all of the things at once, like breaking your food rules, eating enough, but also not binge eating. You had to find your hunger and fullness cues while adjusting to your new non-diet life. And up to this point, you might have only had garbage advice like just let yourself eat. And that's what you fell back on. Doing all the things at once was too much, and it left you stressed and binging. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to start intuitive eating without the binge-y free-for-all. Let's get you feeling the way that you're supposed to feel as an intuitive eater with food freedom. How about that? If you are new here, hello, my name is Colleen. I am an intuitive eating dietitian who is here to help you learn how to stop dieting and learn how to eat intuitively with no food rules and do it in a way that allows you to feel good and that honors your health, both mental and physical. If that sounds like it's right up your alley, be sure to take a hot second to subscribe to this channel so that you can start learning how to do exactly that. Now, let's point out what you're probably feeling right now. Intuitive eating, it probably doesn't feel so intuitive, at least at first. Instagram will tell you to just listen to your body and to just eat, but let me guess, you tried that and it landed you in the pantry. Here's the thing though, the reason that you feel all out of control and bingy isn't that you are too far gone. Intuitive eating hasn't worked for you yet because you missed one very, very important step. To start intuitive eating off right, to skip the binges and feel in control while you break your food rules, you first need to go through the process of biological reconditioning. What the heck is biological reconditioning, you ask? I know it sounds fancy and sciencey, right? But it's actually pretty simple. It's the process of refueling your body after dieting by eating enough, eating consistently, and eating all 3 macronutrients. Really, your body is all wonky after dieting, so to help it reset, we have to make sure that it's getting enough food consistently and that it's getting all 3 macronutrients, carbs, fat, and protein at most meals. This is how you start to get your hunger and fullness cues back. If you skip this step, you likely won't get strong hunger cues back or know how to listen to them, and you probably won't know what comfortable fullness feels like. So when Instagram tells you to just eat the ice cream and the donuts, of course you're gonna end up binging. Here is how you start eating intuitively without the binge eating. Drum roll, please. We need to focus on biological reconditioning, right? So your first goal is to focus on just giving your body enough energy consistently. And your key to success is planning meals in advance. Yes, meal planning. So here's your first goal as someone who wants to become an intuitive eater, but also wants to sidestep the binging. Give your body enough energy by eating enough food consistently. Okay, that's what you want to focus on. Do not worry about breaking any other food rules yet. You are doing enough by doing just that. Eating carbs is great. It doesn't need to be donuts right away. Sounds simple though, right? But this can actually be really hard for past dieters like us. Eating enough is hard after restricting. Eating 3 macronutrients is hard after cutting carbs. Planning is hard after diety meal plans. No stress though, I've got your back. I have a non-diety meal plan that will help make it a lot easier for you. I'm going to include a link where you can snag this in the description. It's totally free, my gift to you, because I want you to be able to do this right. I want you to avoid the bottomless binges that, well, you don't have to have. Now, I didn't do this at first and I had them too, so I get it. When I figured out that this was how you stopped the endless eating, everything changed for me for the better. It all made sense and eating was easy again. So let me chat about how to use this meal plan that I've created for you. Hint, if you're following it perfectly, you're not doing it right, okay? Read through the guide once to make note of anything that you might need or want to prep in advance. And then as you go through the week, tune into your hunger and fullness cues, the foods that satisfy you and which ones give you lasting energy. Tune into which foods you enjoy eating and also which ones you don't. Don't add in the super scary foods yet. We will get there. Start just on giving your body that adequate, consistent energy. I know it's tempting to want to do all of the things at once, but I really don't recommend that. It is typically, like you may have experienced, too overwhelming for most people. And if we don't understand our hunger and fullness cues, of course you're not going to know how to stop eating the cookies. We have to start with this. Now, here are a couple tips for non-diety meal plan success. Firstly, make it your own. The meals and snacks included in this plan are not meant to be the only food that you eat. You are not going to follow this plan perfectly, and that's okay. You don't want to. Be sure that you allow yourself to snack freely. You'll probably need more snacks than what's listed, especially if you've been restricting, binging, or not eating enough. Also, trust your gut, okay? If you're hungrier, add more to a meal or a snack. If you don't feel that hungry, you don't have to force yourself to finish everything on your plate. Now, I have included everything you need in that free download. It's all of the info that I went over in this video, and you're also gonna get tons of recipes in there and a complete grocery list to make everything even easier. That's my goal for you. Trust me when I say this is going to change everything for you when it comes to eating intuitively, no longer binge eating, no longer restricting, and no longer feeling guilty about food. Most people miss this super, super important step, but not you, gorgeous. Not anymore. So go ahead and snag your free 1-week binge-free intuitive eating meal plan. It's linked in the description for you. And please be sure to let me know in the comments that you've snagged that. It is amazing. You're gonna love it. And gold star if you post one of the recipes you make on Instagram and tag me at no.food.rules. I really do want to see you using this. I'm so excited for you to dive into it. So go snag that meal plan that's in the description to get started. And then I will see you in the next video. And like I said, I want to hear all about how you use this meal plan. You're gonna love it. See you later.